Hey guys, it's Jude here. Just thought I would make my update video and let you guys know how my trip to see my mom went. It looks like I'm wearing eyeshadow. I don't wear eyeshadow. But yeah, so today is 17 weeks and 2 days. Today is 17 weeks and 1 day on testosterone. So, changes as far as that goes, not really too much. Like I said, I think I kind of hit just a lull, I guess. But everything's really pretty much the same. Hair and stuff continues to grow. Voice is dropping a little bit. But yeah, my moods are pretty stable now. And that's about it. Besides, I get more awesome every day. Just kidding. But yeah, so I went yesterday to see my mom. My dad and brother and his girlfriend were all at work. And I tried to make this video before it was super long, so I'm not going to edit this one and try to keep it under 10 minutes. So I drove to see my family, and I got to my brother's house where my mom was watching my niece, and I was afraid she was going to look through the peephole and not answer the door. But she did answer the door. And she was like, Bob, you scared the hell out of me. But my birth name is Bobby, so my mom calls me Bob a lot. And we hugged, and we cried for a second, and I was like, I miss you guys so much, and she was like, I miss you too. And then she was like, what was the next thing she said? She said, once you get an idea in your head, it's just fuck everybody else. And I was like, Mom, this isn't really an idea in my head, and, you know, I'm 29 years old, so this definitely isn't a phase. And I've known that I was trans for a long time, and the only thing that has held me back is the fear of losing you guys. Really, honestly, that's it. And she was like, her biggest concern, my family, I think they're really concerned with the way that people see them, or the way that family members and friends and stuff like that, what they think about them and their family. So, like, her whole thing was like, you know, what do we tell family? And I was like, well, when do I really see my extended family? Not that often. She was like, well, you know, like family events and stuff. And I was like, honestly, in the last couple of years, I really haven't been invited to too many of them, so it's not something I'm concerned about, you know, besides Thanksgiving and Christmas. But and she was like, you know, and your brother's really angry and he's really upset. And I was like, well, that really surprises me. Honestly, it really does surprise me. Because my brother is, he's always been very supportive of me. And he's 8 years younger than me. He's my only sibling. And it's just, I don't know, like, I just thought he would come around a lot sooner than this. And he still hasn't come around. But he was like, or my mom was like, you know, his friends know that he has an older sister, and suddenly he has, you know, an older brother. How does he explain that? Which is awesome that she said that in the first place. You know, kind of like accepted that it is, and this is happening. So, you know, I was like, well, I don't really see his friends anyway. I don't know them. I'm never around them. You know, unless he decides to propose to his baby mama. I can't foresee myself ever meeting his friends. So, really, you know, and it was more like, you know, how could you do this to us? How could you do this to us? And sort of thing. Not so much about, I'm so sorry that you've been going through this, because my family loves me. I know that they love me, but they're kind of, they definitely do the tough love bit a whole lot. And like a really funny story, and hopefully I can tell it really fast. When I was like 14, I was riding my dad's four-wheeler ATV, and my brother was on the back of it, so he was like 6 or something, and he was holding a kitten. For some reason, him or I or somebody decided it'd be a good idea if the kitten took a ride with us. We came out to the end of the driveway. There was a car coming super fast, and so I tried to go across the street as fast as I could to get out of their way, because I couldn't reverse it quick enough. And the car hit us. It was an older couple. And I landed on my face, and my brother landed on his feet. He was fine, not a scratch. The kitten landed on our feet. Of course, the kitten was fine. So my brother's screaming, you know, you hit my sister, you hit my sister. And they kept driving. And a neighbor saw what happened, and so she told my brother to go up the driveway and tell my parents. And my mom and dad come down there, and I have like road burns like on my face and a concussion. And the lady that saw what happened, she called 911, so they were on their way. And my parents are like, "What the hell were you doing? What the hell are you thinking?" And like, not at all like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Not at all. So you're grounded, and really I have a concussion. I don't care that I'm grounded. So yeah. And then like some of the other things she said was like, she asked me if I found a job yet, and I said no, that I've been looking. And she said, well, how do you expect to get hired? They don't know if you're a boy or a girl. And I was like, well, Mom, I'm pretty sure they are gonna think that I'm a boy. Besides, my driver's license does say that I am male. So she was like, "Bob, why'd you do that?" And I was like, so I could get a job, Mom. so yeah. And she didn't really want to talk about it. She kept kind of avoiding it. I asked her if she wanted to go to therapy with me, if she wanted to go to like a group support meeting with me. I asked if she wanted to talk to someone I actually met on YouTube, who is the mother of a trans son, and had offered to speak to my mom, and she said no. So I don't know. So it's not really like they're accepting it. They're just, I guess, kind of trying to ignore it, I guess. But on the same point, she didn't refer to me at all in female pronouns. She didn't refer to me in male pronouns. She just avoided pronouns altogether. And she didn't call me in front of my niece or to my niece. She didn't call me aunt at all, which she usually does. So that was pretty cool. She actually, she was like, do you want to see Riley? That's my niece. She was like, "Do you want to see Riley's new shoes? They're Nike Air Shocks." And I was like, "Sure." So she goes down the hallway, and Riley's one, so she's just learning how to walk. She's like wobbling after her. And I hear her say in the hallway, "Let's go show," she either said him or like them, M, even though it was just me. She either said him or M, "your shoes." So that was pretty cool. I guess, you know, she's kind of trying, but like I said, she didn't really want to talk about it a whole lot. She was like, because I told her that, you know, I've been going to therapy, and she was like, "Oh, they'll tell you whatever the hell you want to hear because you're paying them." And I was like, well, I'm pretty sure they have to make sure that they're going to keep their job, their license, and all that. So I was like, you know, it's not my fault. It's just the way it is. And she was like, "What, your XXXY chromosomes are all messed up?" And I was like, "Yeah, Mom, something like that." She was like, "Well, did they test you for that?" And I was like, "No, it doesn't. It really doesn't work like that." Like, and I wish like I could have given her like some better like answers as far as that goes. But my mom's a skeptic. You know, no matter what, like she just, I don't know. Their country, I guess. They think everybody's out to get you or something. But we were sitting outside, and I was like, "Mom, why the hell does no one in this family talk about their feelings?" And she was like, "Your brother's got a hole in his garage." And I was like, "What? Why does nobody talk about their feelings?" And she was like, "Lola, stop it." That's the dog. So yeah, she kind of like, she was changing the subject and avoiding it a little bit, and you know, so, but it was good. It really was good to see her and stuff. And she was like, we were leaving, and I gave her a hug, and I said, "Does this mean we can call and text now? We don't have to be weird." And she was like, "Yeah, maybe I'll call you sometime next week. I'll come over and we'll have lunch." And I was like, "Okay, you know, I like that." And so she texted me like later on in the evening when I was home, and she said, "Did you show Marla the pictures of Riley, my niece?" And I said, "Yeah." She said she's getting so big and so cute. Or she's so cute and getting so big. And my mom was, or I was like, "I forgot to tell you," she said she loves you and misses you guys. And my mom said, "We love her and miss her too." And it was like TOOOOOOO, like 9 O's. And I was like, "Oh great." I drove my mom to drink. So I may have, but she's a big girl, so she can handle it. But yeah, it was good, and I feel so relieved. I feel so much better. Yeah, so it was awesome. And I want to say sorry to Dweeb. I had a crazy day today. I know we were supposed to meet for coffee. It was just crazy. All these things unexpectedly happened happening. We'll definitely meet next week though, dude, for real. But yeah, I'm going to Camp Trans tomorrow morning, so it'll be awesome. So if any of you guys are going or already there, I'll see you there.